Hello everyone! Welcome to the first ever puzzle hunt video. For the first part of the puzzle hunt series, I guess. I am your host, TheLetsPlayPrincess. You're probably asking yourself, what the hell is a puzzle hunt, and why are we doing this and stuff? Well, one, Patreon was voted for, and I'm going to lay down some ground rules right here, right now. If I cannot figure out the puzzle within a certain amount of time, which is yet to be determined, we're going to look at the solution. By agreeing with that idea, we are going to start at, specifically, I was going to do the Apocalypse one, which I am going to use as an example for what a puzzle hunt is. But we can't do that one because it has printable material. Some of these puzzles we can't do because they were done on campus. Allow me to explain. This is the puzzle hunt done by the Carnegie Mellon University. Most of their puzzles are doable online, but some of them are based off of real locations at the university or other things or being able to print stuff out, and we don't have a printer. Because of that, some of these puzzles we are going to have to jerry-rig, which sucks. But the majority of these we're actually going to do. So what is a puzzle hunt? Very simply put, as it says right there, it's an event where people get together to solve carefully designed puzzles which somehow link together on a larger scale. A puzzle hunt is typically characterized by its structure. In addition to several normal puzzles, each round has a meta puzzle, which requires teams to have solved most of the normal puzzles to even unlock, and often requires solvers to incorporate answers from that round's normal puzzles to make sense of it. Our puzzle hunt structure changes from semester to semester so as to provide new challenges for solvers. Like I said, this is done normally with a team. I am just one person. It is normally done with physical things. We don't have physical things. We have a computer. Luckily enough, the majority of stuff is available online. However, some of it, like say Aperture Science with assembly required, asks you to cut this out and fold it. We no longer have Maya. If we had Maya, we'd just import that, put it on a plane, start folding the plane and stuff, and make a 3D model. We can't do that anymore, which sucks dick. Now, same with Apocalypse. Strange Snowflakes has to do with cutting something out and folding it, I assume. We can't do that. The other problem is that some of these, everything from it seems, time travel up, it will link to what the solution is. Now, I've already looked at one of them in either Anomaly or Getaway Hunt, I'm not sure which, that we are going to use the jury rig instantly, because even looking at the answer, my brain went, I don't understand this. I don't get how the answer is solved, I don't get anything, whatever. So, I'm going to use this as an example. This is one that I actually have solved. We're going to go to Hornets. Watch out, you're being chased by a horde of hungry zombies. The only way to evade them is to find safety, but where can you hide? Then you get a story. And then you get a grid on the second page of 2. And it says, once you get your thoughts in order, you'll initially realize which 100 letters to put in this grid, but more importantly, what is the one place that the zombie horde can't enter? In order to solve this, you have to realize a few things. 1. Parts of the story are in bold. For example, you can notice that the Ace Evan of this phrase, you see a familiar face, Evan, is completely bold. And Ace Evan sounds a lot like A7, which is, in fact, a coordinate. I can highlight it, a coordinate on our grid, A7, right about here, if you could see my cursor. I'm not sure if people can see my cursor or not. So, what do we do with that information? Well, the other thing you might notice from reading this is that this is completely out of order. It makes no sense. But the story can be put in a logical order of about 13 to 14 bits. I think it's 13 to 14 bits. Once you put it in logical order, you can do some things. First, it's called coordinates. Always use the title and the flavor text and everything else in the puzzle as a means to solve what the answer is. So coordinates. We're looking for coordinates. We already figured out the bold text is you know, A7, E2, E10, C6, etc., etc., etc. If you put these in order, and you read the, again, in bold, initially, if you take the first letter of each word, the T in this, the X in xylophones, the V in bowing, if you put them in order, in the order of the story, and you read just the first letter of each part of the story, you get a phrase that says something like, use the flavor text. Sorry, I'm making sure that the hole in my mouth, because I got a tooth extraction a few days ago, which is why I'm not eating like anything, isn't fucking up. It feels weird, but it's not hurting. It just feels like it's filling or something. But I assume that is it's healing and filling with gummy goodness and shit. Anyway, grossness aside, so it says use flavor text. Well, this is a 10 by 10 grid. And this entire phrase, watch out, you're being chased by a horde of zombies, yada yada blah blah, is exactly 100 letters. So finally, if you were to type the entire thing, WATCHOUT, throughout A1 through H1, and go line for line, left to right, up, down, you would write all of it out, this entire phrase, and then look at each coordinate one at a time, in the order of the story that you've unscrambled, with their coordinates figured out from the bold text, what you actually get is a phrase, and that phrase is the living room, which is the correct answer. Where do you hide during a zombie apocalypse? The living room. So with that in mind, we are going to work on the time travel one. Now here's the problem with the CMU website, which I don't like to say is a problem, but it is a problem. It is a major problem. It is a major problem. If you type in the solution, it doesn't actually give it to you. I know that sounds weird, but that's not a joke. If you type in the solution and then you go back to the puzzles, it will not fill the line in. So how we're going to do this is we're going to bring in each, I'm going to cut the video around, and for each puzzle, I have opened it up as a PDF. I'm then going to take the PDF, and for one final layer, which will be a blank layer, I'm going to name that layer the answer to the puzzle. Now, like I said, there are meta puzzles. We have a basic image editor, so somehow all the answers to these puzzles are going to end up working to turn this into whatever the fuck, which I assume the enter command name is going to be some type of thing that's in here. So that's what we are looking for. So with that in mind, like I said, let's set up some ground rules. First, I'm going to see how much time I have left in this video after just explaining what a puzzle hunt is and showing you how some puzzle hunts work and everything else. Cool, that was 9 minutes. Now, I normally try to make my videos 30 minutes long. Because of that, what we're going to do is this. I am going to set up a timer for, we will put, no, I don't, yes, add time, add time, delete. I want it for, we'll say 10 minutes. Reset the timer. So, once I have no idea, I will have 10 minutes to brainstorm, actually 5 minutes, because I don't want to bore you guys. 5 minutes. I was originally going to have somebody do this, but I can't have anybody. I was going to have somebody be the judge who was going to have the solution open, and then if I literally couldn't figure out any type of idea, they give me a hint, but since I don't have a judge or hint person, because everybody in my life sucks, it seems. No, I love you guys, but, like, depression has just made me say that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go, okay, this is how it works. So instead, to make this kind of like a timed thing, because again, I'm not working with a team or anything, I'm instead going to be, when I'm completely stumped and have no ideas or anything, I'm going to give it 5 minutes, If 5 minutes passes and nothing happens, I will cut it out and we'll look at the solution together, all that fun shit. With that in mind, let's watch the intro video for the time travel one. Which of course goes to fucking TARDIS. Oh god, that's awful.
Sorry I can't be there in person, it's fed up. We'll get to that. Anyway, you're all here at the Testing and Research Department of Innovational Science because you can select.
She is so reading off a script.
Involving traveling back in time. Now this is experimental.
This is on her personal fucking channel.
But no worries, you signed the waivers. So there's just one little problem.
Wow, this is from an actual full college and stuff, and this video only has 120 views. I'm actually shocked. I am hoping this brings more people into the world of Puzzle Hunt at the very least.
We may have misplaced the plans for the time machine.
How?
So we're gonna have to call off the... Oh, sorry, who is this?
Oh, I'm Jennifer. Sorry, I'm late.
Mr. Green, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I'm just here for your quarterly evaluation. Don't mind me.
Right. Okay,
This is the cringiest.
right, the big project. We're gonna have to, have you help us. Yes, you guys are here to help us get the plans back.
Hey, the plans are gone.
Oh, well, I mean, they're around here somewhere, probably. Eddie probably just left them somewhere and forgot.
We have the safe. We put the plans in the safe.
Right, I mean, that's true. We did do that. They're not there now.
So, alright, you're telling me someone broke into our safe?
Well, we don't know what someone broke in.
And they took our time travel machine plans?
How the hell do you pull that off? Who broke into a fucking safe?
I don't know who it is. So, all of this is happening on the launch day of your project.
Although
This
we
is
don't have
hilarious.
any idea who it might be.
Oh, so it definitely...
I was not expecting this to be part of the video.
Yeah, okay, yes, fine. It was stolen, but we have footage of who did it.
Now, for all I know, this introduction video could actually have some type of puzzle part to it. Could have something to do with the final product. It could be a puzzle in itself. I don't know. That's the crazy thing about puzzle hunts. That's why I love them. I would highly suggest subscribing to the Cracking the Cryptic. Go to their Patreon. Holy shit, they have 2 Sudoku puzzle hunts that are fucking fantastic. The second one is a lot easier and a lot more... It's better for people who are new to puzzle hunts and stuff. However, I warn you now, there is a snake Sudoku in it, and it fucking sucks ass.
We're nearly certain it's rival agents from DeLorean.
Alright, fine, I'll contact you.
Well, but then, okay, so we think it's people from DeLorean, but the camera footage is
The DeLorean?
corrupted. But no worries, that's what our new recruits are for.
Ah, okay. So this one is the camera footage. Okay.
It'll all be fine. How about I call you again in a few hours to go over the launch?
Alright, see you then.
Right. Well, that's basically the long and the short of it. I've been spending the last few hours getting all of our evidence together for you guys to decipher.
Hell yeah.
Technically, our web dev team was doing that, but you get the point. You'll be able to look at all the evidence on our evidence portal. We've given you access to level 1 security clearance evidence. Hopefully we don't...
Now, I'm assuming that's why it says 1 here, is because that's supposed to be level 1 clearance and stuff.
to give you any more, but we'll do what we have to get these plans back. After I'm done with this briefing, you'll all head out and log on to our evidence portal and start piecing together clues.
Yeah.
You'll be able to ask some of our people if you get stuck on a piece of evidence, but don't expect too much from us. If we knew the answers, we wouldn't need you here. However, our portal does have highly advanced...
Wait. Show that again?
Evidence on our evidence portal. We've given you access to level 1 security clearance evidence. Hopefully we don't need to give you any more, but we will do what we have to get these plans back. After I'm done with this briefing, you'll all head out and log on to our evidence portal and start piecing together clues. You'll be able to ask some of our people if you get stuck on a piece.
I'm gonna say, where is that option? That option doesn't exist. Huh. You know I'm gonna have to do one of these live at some point, right? Like while they're doing it, I'm gonna have to do it. It's gonna be awesome.
Evidence, but don't expect too much from us. the answers, we wouldn't need you here. However, our portal does have highly advanced clue checking algorithms. After you enter
This is
your
a
answer,
fucking
the
example
star will
puzzle.
be immediately notified. However, if you're close, you'll get a special keep going message. That means the
Ooh!
clue is almost correct. Oh, and of course the portal will tell you if you're right. Hopefully you'll be doing that a lot. Hopefully. Our preliminary work has told us that all of the clues are a single word and they're not case sensitive. When you view a clue, you'll be able to see
Single
how
word,
many
not
teams
case
have pieced
sensitive.
together.
Okay.
Now, we're still working on who gets to use the time machine first, so we'll be ranking you based on your performance. The ranking will be determined first by the number of meta clues you put together, followed by the total number of clues, followed by the last clue solve time.
Okay.
I wish Mr. Green were here to
I'm guessing there was like a real TARDIS that was there at
Anyway,
Carnegie Mellon.
good luck, agents. I'll check in with you soon.
Which would have been amazing if that's true. Okay. So let's get down to brass tacks. Let's go to number 1, open it normally, and we're also going to download the PDF. So now that we have this in GIMP, let's zoom in. And let's start working on this. So, your investigations that reveal that the heist may be one of international proportions. Determined to solve the case, you interviewed the prime suspect, but some parts of his account don't make sense, fueling your suspicion of him even more. Now, I see a football, I see a torch, but the answers are a lot longer or shorter than the word football or torch. And this is where my brain goes, because you have to be thinking outside the box. They say international proportions, and his account doesn't make sense, and that would be because of a language barrier. If the time travel place is called TARDIS, which is, Doctor Who, time and relative dimension in space, that means we could be doing something with a British accent. Which now, looking at it, makes sense. And I'll explain. I have a football here. Americans call it football. The rest of the world calls it soccer. And soccer actually fits. So, automatically, I'm going, haha, my love of, Doctor Who and the Big Fat Quiz and everything is helping. So let's continue. I'm going to need... Do they have... Does it exist? American to British translator. Sure! Please tell me it works. Put your American text here. If I type football, will it show soccer? British text football. I hate you. Now, I'm pretty sure I know the second one. What do British people... I never started the timer, dickhead. Piece of shit. What do they call a torch? Modern torches are generally electric, powered by batteries. That is why British people call torches torches. What do British people call flashlights torches? So, does flashlight exist? Yes, it does. So already we're off to a vaguely good start. And puzzle hunts always have a thing where you will be using you will use your phone, you will use a computer, you will Google stuff, or use a crossword dictionary and shit like that. So that is a thing. What do British people call biscuits? I'm going to say it's crumpets. Scones? Wow, you lot of... No offense, but holy shit, you're weird as all hell. We're gonna put a question mark near there. What do British people call boots? It's in the footwear boots, despite it being spelled exactly like boot is in the car trunk. Wellingtons, that's not gonna fit. Boots, welly... No, we're gonna skip that one. What do they call chips? What do British people call crisps? Actually, what do British people call poker chips? Poker crisps, yeah, and they call fries chips. Do they fry their food in chippers? That's exactly what I was thinking now. I'm fucking curious. Thank you, Reddit. What do British people call chips? Chips in British English. Crisps. We're just gonna put crisp. I'm hoping, anyway. So we're looking for CL blank blank C something blank. So we're gonna assume that that's an E or some type of vowel. What do British people call musical notes? British terminology for notes. Semibrev for whole note. Minims for half notes, crotchets for quarter notes, quavers for eighth notes, and semi-quavers for 16th notes. The problem is, I don't remember what type of musical note that is, which is a little disturbing, but I know that is a musical note. Music symbols with Unicode values. Thank you, alt codes. What is it called? A flat sign. What do they call flat signs? What do British people call flat signs? Why do British people call apartments flats? That can't be the word apartment. That can't be the idea that it's a flat, so it's an apartment. That can't be right. My mom just sent me an email. Did you know that Machete was the Spy Kids' uncle? Mind blown. Yes, Mom, I did. I also found out like a week ago, because this is the one that I didn't know, that Junie from Spy Kids is still acting. And in fact was fucking Generator Rex, which is awesome, because Generator Rex is the shit. So, what's, oh god, what are they called? Bracket charts? I can't think of what the fuck that is. Shutterstock? Tournament brackets chart. Okay, so bracket chart. We're going to assume that these are all British. Also called a square bracket in British English. I need a British English dictionary. If they even have that. Guess we're starting the fucking... Fuck it. It is gonna be 5 minutes. Okay, you need a... This thing sucks ass. Okay, 5 minutes start. Go. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna try... You know what? I'm gonna try apartment. Because it's a flat note. So, I mean, it fits. So it would give me, let me erase down there and try again. Somewhere better. I have, and that's the problem. Like I said, the reason why we're kind of cheating-ish is because we really don't have another person to work with, which sucks. Hangman solver. We'll try hangman solver. Or where you put in letters. CL question mark M C blank R. Get words. Go. Candidates none. Okay. So one of these is wrong. But that is a flat note, right? Yeah, okay, a flat note. Flat note, British English. So, this one was a failure. So now we get to look at the solution and see how many I had potentially right. Each picture represents a word in British English clued by the spelling of traveler in the title. I didn't even notice that. And feeling in the flavor text as well as the word international in the flavor text. So it was British English. Is misinterpreted by an American. Translate the words to what they actually mean in American English. Bracket parentheses. I was using fucking from British to English? I thought I was going English to British. They call it a torch, but we call it a flashlight. Okay, so I was close. So biscuit cookie. Oh, a boot is a trunk. Chips are fries. So the word was clamor? That's stupid. Well, at least I was on the right track, right? At least there was that. But now I get to show you something. So again, it will tell you if it's right or not. But then we go back to the puzzles, nothing fucking shows up over here. So we have to keep track of it over here. So this was clamor. Which is awful. That is so fucking stupid. Alright. So, that was the introduction to the puzzle hunt. I'm your hostess, Let's Play Princess. Next time, we're going to continue with more puzzles. I'll see you then. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you liked what you saw, which this one I know is a lie. Patreon link is in the description below. I'm the Let's Play Princess, signing off. Peace and love to you all.